This part of the service is called Nivedon. And Nivedon has a couple of meanings in Bengali. One is it means a request, and the other one is it's an offering. So I'm going to offer you some thoughts for you to reflect on. Simple as that. My topic is tolerance. And from the Brahmo Samaj, we have taken a lot from different religions. We have a very open mind, so we are inspired by Christianity, by Judaism, Islam, Buddhism, and of course Hinduism as well. So, tolerance has been one of our core values ever since, 188 years or more. But if you open the television, if you turn the news on, if you look at the newspaper, there are going to be lots of stories that shows intolerance. And frankly, we could spend a lot of time here talking about tolerance or the lack of it. And I don't think we would get too far. Because from my perspective, when I look at myself, I said, what is it I can do? What is it I can control in terms of tolerance? That I think we can do something about. And we have to be tolerant by my grandson as well. So let me take you on a little journey just to make the point. Imagine me 40 years ago, undergrad at Oxford, reading material science and metallurgy. And a class that I used to go to involved crystals, study of crystals. Now, I guess some of you have crystals on your fingers, yes? Can we have a quick hands up? Everybody too shy, yes? Okay, what do you think of crystals when you... What thoughts come to mind when you think about crystals? Precious, yes. What else? What do they look like? Sparkly, yes. And different colors, very nice, yes, I like that. And build on that theme, there's shape. Yes, symmetrical. And that's what I learned about crystal, is that it's all very symmetrical. All the atoms are nicely structured so that, you can see that there's a tetrahedron there or a hexagonal shape there and so on. And it appealed to me because, I understood shapes and I understood crystals. The next class I went to was to do with metals. And metals I quite liked as well because they had crystals in them too. But there was a slight problem. In metals, unlike in things like diamonds, the atoms slid across each other. And the strength of those metals actually came from the fact that the atoms were slightly askew from one another once you bend them. Okay? So the reason I mentioned this is that I started off with this framework in my head, which talked about symmetry and so on. But when it came to applying it to metals, it didn't quite work out. There were some extra things I had to think about. And I think that's how a human mind works. I'm sure many of you around this room have used PowerPoint presentations. Yes? How many times have you done circles, triangles, squares to make your point? Right? And that's how a human mind works. It creates frameworks. Okay? It creates frameworks. And we like our frameworks, right? The problem is that not everybody has the same framework as you. And when it comes to tolerance, it's about trying to understand other people's frameworks, how they think as well. That's really important. Yes? So, in conclusion, I think the thing to remember here is, when it comes to tolerance, it's really a question of us respecting diversity of thinking and also valuing the differences that people have. And I shall leave you with that thought. Thank you.